Hi, I'm Kristin Ward, and I'm the CEO of Solvere Living.
Hello, I am Lorie Dancy, and I'm the Chief Wellness and Compliance Officer for Solvere Living.
And we're here today to talk about the Olympics. The Olympics of 2020 now moved to 2021 in Tokyo. Fun fact, the ancient Olympic Games actually came from the idea of overcoming wars and epidemics. So I think we know a little bit about overcoming epidemics coming through the last year that we've all come through. And this year's Olympics absolutely has a incredible meaning, with everybody coming together for the first time in over a year to celebrate being together and being able to survive the hardships that we've all encountered over the last year and a half now. But there are three components of the vision of the campaign for the Olympics, and we wanted to talk about the vision and those core concepts and how they relate to the Solvere communities and some of the programs and initiatives that we have there. So I'm going to read this. The campaign for the Olympics is called "No Differences, Show Differences." It allows people to demonstrate their capabilities in an atmosphere where everybody will understand and respect each other. The vision builds on three core concepts. And so those concepts are, number one, striving to be your personal best or achieving personal best. And that really aligns with our vision statement as a company, which is inspiring people to realize their full potential. That's our vision statement in all facets for residents and for team members. We want team members to be the best they can be, offering additional opportunities for them to grow and to learn. And then for residents, it's really about focusing on abilities and not on disabilities, focusing on what can be, on purpose, on goal setting, on initiatives based on their unique individual needs or goals. And then a second core concept is accepting one another, or unity in diversity. And we at Solvere Living, actually last summer, we created a diversity, equity, and inclusion steering committee. And we launched our declaration. We also started task forces in all the Solvere communities, giving the frontline team members an opportunity to come together and discuss what they found to be the greatest needs for them as team members in Solvere communities to ensure that we have a diverse and equitable workplace. And then the third core concept, passing on legacy for the future, or connecting to tomorrow. And that one we wanted to talk a little more about in relation to one of our signature programs that we have, and that's the Legacy Kit. So Lorie, I would love for you to talk a little bit more about it, the impetus behind it, and how we use it in the communities.
Sure. Well, the Legacy Kit signature program really began from the root of everything about who Solvere is and what it represents. Understanding and knowing the personal stories and history, the lives lived and the lives to be lived of the residents living in a Solvere Living community. So the Legacy Kit really allows for that to be the focus of knowing who each resident is, particularly in a Vallejo neighborhood, in an assisted living community. The Vallejo neighborhood is the memory care environment. And that's where we really see the Legacy Kits come to life. So it's a really neat program. It's a fun program. It's a very personal program oftentimes as well, to the residents and to their families. And it allows the team members to get to know and build those relationships with the residents in a very personal way, which we know is just so important. So it allows for that. It allows for sharing of those stories that the residents are comfortable with, that are very memorable to them. and really that they love to tell to those who they come across, and oftentimes that's the team members. So it really fosters that as well in building a legacy kit to share who they are and what's been important to them in their lives. We enjoy it quite a bit.
So do those residents come, to the community with their legacy kits, or how do they come to be?
Well, it's a very interesting process. It's a few different ways in how we build or develop a legacy kit. Oftentimes, we'll ask the family members or even the residents to bring things with them, items that can go into the legacy kit
Mhm.
that are just important, that mean something. It could be their first concert tickets that they went to. It could be several things. It could be a wedding photo. But we ask them to select and bring items that are most important to them that represent who they are so that they can be added into the legacy kit. And the kit itself is an individualized kit. They get to pick the kit out also, one that they would appreciate and enjoy looking at. So oftentimes we have the family or the resident bring those items, usually when they first move in. Sometimes the legacy kit is developed just like that, where one team member is building that kit with the resident once those items are there. Another way that we do that is to have a program where all of the residents are together, and it's a kit making opportunity and time where all of those items are brought to this program, and the residents with the team member are building their kits together. So that's always a lot of fun, and there's a lot of conversations that take place around that as well. And then there also have been times when we've kind of made it like a party, and the family members come and join in, and we really just have refreshments, and the items are brought, and it's really just a fun time where the family members get to spend that time with their loved one in doing something special together and in building that kit together and in reminiscing together. So those are some of the ways that we develop the kit with the residents.
That's great. And is it solely used for memory care residents in those neighborhoods, or have other people taken a stab at making their own legacy kit?
Well, surprisingly to me, at least, when first thinking about the Legacy Kit program, you know, I was really focused on the Vallejo neighborhood. We have come to learn that residents who live in the assisted living setting or live in the independent living setting even enjoy creating their own legacy kit. They ask for the kits. They have their items that they want to build their legacy kits now, just because it is something that is so meaningful. We even have some of our own team members who create their own legacy kits once they learned how wonderful it was to share that experience with the residents, and how wonderful it is for them as well. So it has definitely progressed beyond what the original thought was, which is just wonderful, just wonderful.
That's great. Well, and Legacy has a big place in a lot of different programs. The Legacy Kit, absolutely. Also, even in our sales workshop, which is called Story Tree, it's trademarked and it's specifically about learning people's stories. So it's important to us as a company. We also have on our name tags, we talk about where we're from. We don't put titles, we talk about where we're from. Trying to elicit people's stories and get people talking and learning more about each other. So it's a lot of fun. The way a lot of our philosophies tie into the vision of the Olympics and everybody coming together is also a lot of fun. So excited to watch those Olympics. My favorite, gymnastics. What's your favorite?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics also.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, been a fan ever since, Nadia Comaneci, and yeah, you said
Mary Lou Retton.
And Simone is amazing, so fun,
Yes.
but love all parts of it. So hope everybody enjoys it and enjoys some facet of coming together this summer. Thanks, everybody.